out there racing?
It was, I mean, it was just a surreal day. I mean, we left the line first with Jason Shearer. We had clean air in the desert when he went to backdoor, and I just had that feeling all day long. You know, we just kept joking, saying it's just another day in Johnson Valley out wheeling, and that's just what it felt like. We just went out wheeling, you know, at our fun pace. So I think we were through, I don't know, race mile, what, second lap, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was about.
Yeah, we had a clean first lap. It was lap 2. We were
80-ish, I think.
Yeah, coming up Big Johnson there at the bottom of it, and we're in the sand wash, and the car just sat down on the back. And I was thinking to myself, I didn't hear anything mechanical. The link could have failed, and then I'm like, oh, it's wheel and tire. What happened when Robbie jumps out and the studs are sheared off the back? We're like, well, there it is. You know, that was just like the worst feeling in the world when that car sunk down. I'm like, you know, because we were in a really good spot then. So I said, all right, let's figure out how to do it. We don't have a good jack. We have a little scissor jack out there, and we're in the sand. So it's like the worst conditions possible to change a tire. So we actually managed to 3-wheel the car up on a rock, flex it, so the suspension drooped out, jack the axle up, and dig a hole. We had 2 studs on there that we cross-threaded lug nuts on, and we drove another 2 miles in a pit where the guys were waiting with a unit bearing. We went through, what, 2 more rock trails, down Boulder Dash and up Big Johnson.
Correct. With
2 studs. Big tire was just wobbling the whole way down. So the guys changed the unit bearing in like 15 minutes, and we were back on a mission. We got passed by, I don't know, 5 or 6 cars at that point. I think we lost almost an hour there with that breakage. But, you know, I was on a mission. I was feeling good, and I said, you know what, we can pick these guys off. This is the longest for King of the Hammers there's ever been. And if we ever have a chance to come back, it's now. And I kept that mentality the whole day, and drove on the ragged edge of what this car was capable of. So we caught back into first place by what, the beginning of the 3rd lap?
It was after coming down Spooners.
Yeah, down Spooners. We were able to pass Randy. Greg Adler was broken. Randy was waiting. We kind of let him know we were there. We followed him halfway down the trail, and he just finally got out of the way because we were pushing him along. And you know, we passed Randy, and then just started putting the time on him because I knew in the back of my mind, I said I left on the pole, so I got to make time on all these guys to have it at the finish line. So that was kind of the way I was driving, you know, dictated the fact that I left the line first. So we were putting minutes on Randy. I don't even know how much time because, you know,
we had 12 on him at one point.
Yeah, you know, I just rather wheel my own pace and not know where they're at behind me and do what I can to put the best race together possible for ourselves. And we were coming into 1 when the steering wheel started to lock up, just like last year, and my heart just sunk. I said, Robbie, I could smell the fluid. I said, dude, I think we blew a line or a pump. And I pulled over before it even stopped, had him jump out, he got under the hood. It's just spraying out the back of the pump. So I'm like, shit, what are we gonna do? So he got fluid out of the back. We crammed a quart in the reservoir and made it to remote pit 1 where my guys were waiting there. Scott and who else was it? Brad Lovell's guys, Dave DeMoyes and Lovell's guys helped us with all their tools, but we changed the steering pump in like 15 minutes, and it was an incompatible pump. We had to get different lines, and this car is a mess to change a pump on. So to do it in 15 minutes is amazing, but it was just really good teamwork. And from that moment on, it was full-on kill mode. I knew Levi was in front of me, and I had to catch him and put ground on him to make a place over him. And I knew Randy was probably too far ahead to make up the time, but race isn't over till you cross the line. I didn't know if he'd have an issue or whatnot. So here we are. I mean, it was a heck of a day. I'm really proud of the effort my whole crew put in, Rob and myself, and all my sponsors. This car's built with the best of the best stuff, and it's the only reason I can drive it at this level. So really proud to be here. Big thanks to Nitto Tire. They were great all day. I think we only went 1 time on backdoor, and that was just out of pure being conservative. We had a rock under the rear diff that got in that hole, and the whole obstacle changed. So we made the safe call and winched up it. So proud to be here.
Could this day have been any more challenging for you guys?
To actually finish and have more challenges, I don't think so. I mean, when we lost the wheel, I mean, I just figured it was over. I didn't know how we were even going to get a tire on the car, let alone back in a pit. So, and then when the pump let go, I just thought, you have to be kidding me. I mean, almost every single year here, I've had some sort of steering issue, and you know, we got the best of the best parts in the car, and you know, no fault of that. It's just on the ragged edge of the performance level parts. So happy to be here.
What are you gonna do now?
I don't know, what are we doing? We should go on vacation.
Yeah, vacation for 2 weeks because we've been here for 2 weeks.
I don't know, we got junk sitting here now. We got a Razorback in camp that's all beat up from Wednesday. We got a lot of work to do, so in true Miller fashion, I'm sure we'll be back in the shop right away when we get home, getting these things torn apart and start rebuilding them for the upcoming season. So thanks, guys. I had that feeling all day. I just had a smile on my face all day, and it didn't go away. It was, you know what, Robbie and I kept going, just another day at the Hammers, just out wheeling. So,
You know what?
thanks, Tom. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you for everything.